Hey, so it's been a minute since I made a video specifically on art. Shit, that's what we doing today to get back into my art bag because, bro, it's been a long time since I drew anything on this channel. But as you can see by this title, and I drag this thing on as long as it needs to be in the intro, today we are going to be reacting to people's villain OCs and ranking them. Obviously, if you haven't watched a ranking video ever in your life, S is the top of the class. This will always be the best of the best of the best. There's little to no flaws within this work. Then it goes down to A, then it goes down to B, C, D, and then F. F being this shit was so ass, it can't even be on this scale at all. It should just be deleted in total. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and say what we're ranking them based on. What I'm looking for, I'm ranking them based on character design. Sometimes if you add a story, they may add some points to it. The reason why they wearing what they wearing is probably because of a story plot. Okay, cool, that makes sense. Or it probably has to do something with their power. That is character design, and that's what we're ranking it on. I drew my little own villain OC so that you know I'm not just talking shit. I can do a little scribbles here and there. It's not the best, but I think it's cool to me. So let me go ahead and show you right now. Right, so here we go. We have my character right here. I don't have a name for this motherfucker. I just drew him for like a quick hour. She basically she's a villain, obviously. She's able to control shadows and manipulate them, but she needs to have like a certain weapon to be able to like use it in a refined way. Other than that, her actual ability is just kind of all over the place when she activates it, you know what I'm saying, without the thing that she needs to assist with that. Thing that she uses to control and manipulate those shadows is this little weapon right here, okay? I made the weapon so it has like a magical feature to it that makes her refine her ability to use her shadow powers, you know what I'm saying? I think that just made sense to me and didn't make her an overpowered person. So this is just another pose I was working on to kind of show more of how her power works. She can turn like the shadow into like a dense object and making like knives and weapons and things like that. So that goes into like shadow manipulation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Something cool, something cool. Really have a storyline for this character and I don't have a name for this character. So you want to make one in the comments below, go ahead and make one. So now that we got my character out the way, so you know I'm not just talking shit and saying things. I actually can do a little bit myself and make a cool looking character in my opinion. Let's go ahead and see other people's OCs. Okay, so boom, we got our first little character OC that we're ranking today. And her name is Chloe. Okay, she's a demon. She's 6 feet. Her ability is she shows human their worst fear, cursed to make nightmares. Okay, what is she like? She likes cats, but cats don't like her. I mean, that's everybody pretty much. She hates children's. Okay, good. Good for her. Personality traits. Double faced. I mean, what? That means she two-faced. That means she be nice one moment then switch up on. I mean, she's a demon, I guess, you know. Only show her soft side when she really cared. Or to who she really cared. And she's toxic. That's a personality trait, is being toxic. The personality traits, they kind of ass. I'm gonna be real with you, but that does not go into the character design in general. We're just ranking them based on the design. I just kind of want to read what they have wrote down about this character, Chloe. Okay, I would have loved to see more aspects of a nightmare into her character, because when I'm seeing this, she just look like a regular demon motherfucker from a goddamn gotcha game. I'm being so real. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I'm gonna give it a B plus because everything you kind of wrote down doesn't really pertain to the design itself, I feel like. I mean, the fact that she's a demon at 6 feet, oh yeah, check. But I don't know. I don't really see this and think, oh my God, she's gonna show me my worst nightmares. Show me like a version of this motherfucker that would just scare the fuck out of me. I feel like she has to have like another form where she goes into where she scares niggas. Not just, ooh, blink, click my fingers. Ooh, I'm showing you your worst nightmare. I do like the art. The art is amazing. But I feel like there's more that needs to be added to this character. Alright, bro. Look, this is the next character design. When I saw this, I was at a loss for words. There's a whole bunch of reasons as to why. The thing is, this just feels very OC to me. Of course, this is about ranking OCs, but this feels like, it feels like they didn't really try to make a character in itself. It feels like they tried to make a fanfic. Like, you know, this is what it feels like. I really just don't know what you're going for. When I'm thinking about villains, I'm looking at Sukuna. Sukuna's a very simple person, a very simple design. Nigga, bro, in his hand form, he just has 4 fucking arms. It's nothing too overcomplicated, but when you see him, you know he's a menace. You know he's the bad guy. When I look at this dude, he looks like a gay porn star. I'm gonna say that. He looks like he's in that type of area. I'm giving it a C-. I'm giving it a C-, damn near D. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple things that was keeping it from the D, and that's the fact that most of them is human. Okay, look. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Not to say this is bad art. No, they can draw. They're better than drawing than me. 100%. I feel like the design needs something more. Like the outfit is plain, which is cool, but then you have his head that has all the features and details that just throw everything. It throws everything off. I feel like if you're gonna have a crazy head like that with the bunny ears, you need to have a crazy fit too as well. Sometimes they just can't meld together. So we got our next design. We got Scott. He is showcased as a noble. Okay, so he's a little noble. I can see it in the fit, and I like that. And his fashion line based loosely off. Okay, so it's actually based off something they seen in real life, which that makes sure that his character art looks amazing. Okay, as an immortal and delusional self-proclaimed knight, it felt fitting that he strut around and about in fake armor. Hold on. That was a bar. So he's a self-proclaimed knight. He walks around in some fake ass armor because that's just, you know, who he think he is. He's delusional. This is what good character designer looks like. And that story that fit along with, you know what I'm saying, the fit, it makes sense. I can see his whole personality just from this fit right here in this design. I can see this man in the Elden Ring setting. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's not much I can say bad about it. I'm really looking at it. This is about an A+. My boy Scott, A. A+, my brother. I don't know. I can't see nothing bad about this. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Doesn't feel like OC. It actually feels like a real character in the show. And especially with that little bit, as he's a delusional self-proclaimed knight, the fire. He wears fake armor, fire. I like that. Going on, moving to the next one. Scott, my boy, welcome to the A+ range. Boom, so now we have our next OC villain drawn. Okay, so boom. I should probably start saying the names of the people who made this. This one's by Payan Chi, my sister in Christ. This is Miku. This is straight Miku. And bro, her quirk is portal, but she's pointing the guns right to her fucking head so she can portal guns to, okay, why the fuck she got them pointing the guns into her head in the pose game? Kazuyuke Mirai. This is Miku. This is a ripoff, bro. I'm gonna have to give this goddamn D. Since you went through the trouble of drawing both of these characters, I'm gonna have to put them together. Owen Vance. Birthday, we don't know. Quirk is an owl. Villain name, Strix. What the fuck? You know, I'm not a fan of the villain name, but what I am cool with, this being a character that has wings and it's an owl, and it's kind of like a counterpart to Hawks. For what I'm seeing, this is better than the Hatsune Miku character you drew right there. This gives a high A. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because you can actually see this in this realm. And the fact that I'm ranking this based off OCs and you added it into a verse of its own and kind of basing it off what they got there, it kind of adds to what your character overall rating is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let you slide. You got a D on the first one. You came back, gave me an A. Come on. Okay, we got the next one up. And this one has a multiple amount of OCs in here. I'm not gonna go through each name of them, the people that are in this photo, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. When I seen this, I knew these niggas was up to no good. Like, when you look at these, bro, look at these motherfuckers, bro. They on demon timing, literally. And I like what they did with the demon girl in the front right here, because they made her a demon, obviously, but she looks demonic as fuck, even from her cloak. Like, it looks demonic as fuck. And then we got motherfucking Aku over here on the right side. Bro, that nigga, I don't want to see that nigga in my nightmares ever. I don't want to see none of these niggas in my vicinity ever, because I know some shit is going to get fucked up. This got to be an S. This got to be S tier, bro. Because when you look at them, bro, I don't even need to see a story. I don't need to see a background. I know this is a gang because it says villain gang, the evil gang, whatever the fuck. But when you look at them, You already know they own bullshit. You already know. Okay, boom. Here we are with the next one, my brother. And I'm telling you, bruh, I'm laying my eyes on this man. I'm scared. I'm terrified. But not in a good way. I feel like this man is gonna do something to you. What is this? I'm so serious, bro. What is this? This villain OC, I never wanted to run into a day in my life. But does that make him a good design OC? Hell no. If anything, this is probably what you shouldn't do with an OC at all. I'm gonna give you an F, bro. This should be deleted because I feel assaulted looking at this man. You scarred me for life. Delete this. I need you to take him off the face of the earth. Okay, and for the last one of the video, bro. I seen this. Now I know. Despite this being a Sonic OC, this is actually pretty cool. The fit is fitting. I'm not gonna lie, the fit is fitting. The hair, along with the ears and the whole rat aesthetic. Oh my god. This person cooked. This person's name is Wilma. Bro, you cooked. This doesn't feel like it's an OC. Again, when it comes to character design, when you want to make a character, you want to stray away from things that make it feel like, hey, this is like a self-insert or some fanfic. This don't feel like no fanfic. This feel like an actual character in a series. And you need to go to the Sonic headquarters or wherever and tell them about this, because I'm not gonna lie. This is probably S-level character design. I'm not gonna lie. No. A plus, S minus. 2 ranks in 1. A plus, S minus. That's where you fit between those 2 categories. It's not all the way perfect, but it's damn near there. All right, and that's where I'm gonna leave the video at. I'm not gonna lie. When you're on Twitter, there's always a hit or a miss. It's never in between when you come to art, especially when you come to OCs. The thing about OCs that I see people doing a lot on the Twitter space, it's some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of furries on there, which they need to stop. It's a lot of self-inserts in the animes, but you need to probably stop that too as well. You probably need to just make some original characters of your own in their own world, because half the things I see people do just ain't there. But when you find the ones that are just good, they're really good. It's never an in between, I'm telling you. But hey, just because I rank these characters on S, A, B, D, F doesn't mean they're bad artists in general, or doesn't mean they're inherently bad designs. I only know a little bit myself because I'm an amateur artist. I'm not a fucking pro. I'm not a semi-pro. I'm none of that nature. I'm an amateur at most. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, leave a like and subscribe, because my eyes need to be healed again.